Hi, I'm Non-Tangling with LaBella Hair Extensions. Today I'm going to demonstrate the proper way to apply tape hair extensions. Tape hair extensions are becoming extremely popular. They're easy and fun to do and virtually impossible to detect them. These could be applied double-sided or single-sided. What that means is that you can put two of them together for people that have medium to coarse hair, and you can actually use them single for people that have finer hair. Tools required for this are very little. All you need is a comb and a flat plier. Of course, this is a plier specially made for tape extension. You do need to compress them together. Some people use their hand, that's fine, but it's really not the proper way to do it. It helps if you use the proper plier to squeeze them together. It's very important that the two tapes do connect together tightly. So I will show you exactly how to do it. So we're ready to get started. And like every other extension job, you do follow the same rules. You stay about 1 inch back from the hairline, whether it's underneath, on the sides, in the front, or above the ear. Stay 1 inch away so that when they pull the hair back, you can't see the extensions. You proceed to take a slice of hair, and we will make this a sandwich. We're gonna put one tape on each side. The size of this section should reflect about the same size of one weft, not two wefts, just one weft. So you take this section, you remove the tape. These come already pre-taped. You place it right underneath, about 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch away from the scalp. You will press it with your index finger a little bit and press down from the top. Once you know that it's secured, you will then take the other extension. Same thing, remove the tape from the top. Line them up perfectly. Give it a little tug with your fingers like this, and then proceed to secure them with the proper tool. Now, I've seen people use irons for this. You can. If you don't have a plier, you can use an iron. I don't suggest you plug it in. The iron should be used cold. In the event you use a hot iron, you will melt all the glue inside. And when you go to replace them, it's going to be very difficult to remove all the glue off the hair. So I don't suggest use the iron. Like I say, in the event you don't have the proper plier, you could, but it's beneficial to use the plier. Again, next section, we do the same thing. We take a thin section, remove the top, place it right underneath. The distance in between each one could be as much as you want it to be. If you're doing a very heavy, lot of volume, you might want to put them all together. If not, you could space them 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch away. Again, we're gonna go ahead, put another one right on top. We'll press it. However, don't just do this because there could be an air bubble in there and it's going to cause it to slide out. The best thing to do is take the plier, squeeze it a couple times on both sides, and that will assure you that there's not going to be a problem. When you do your next section on top, make sure that you place one right in the middle there and another one right in the middle here. So we're gonna do a third one right here, and then we're gonna go to the top and do another section. Again, I'm gonna take it helps if you have little nails. Put one right underneath. Again, Stay about 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch away. As you can see, you could do an entire head in about 1 hour. It's very fast and it's a lot of fun to do them. The next section that we're gonna do on top, we're gonna place 1 and 2 right in between. So we're gonna go up approximately 1 inch. Now that we sectioned it, we're gonna put a single-sided and we're going to put them from the top and not from underneath. And this is how we do them. We remove the tape off the top. We're gonna make sure that we put them exactly in between the 2 sections. We're gonna hold them right up to the top, right by the skin, and move them down approximately 1/4 of an inch. We'll compress them. Then we'll proceed to pick up the hair and we'll remove any excess hair that's now sticking. At that point, we're gonna clip it up. We're gonna make absolutely sure that the bottom section is very clean such. We'll then use a special tip, which is the single-sided tip. Be sure to use it the right way. Look at where the square and the round is. The round is on the bottom. Once you place it exactly on top, don't press it. Allow it to come down, leave it soft, allow it to come down. Once it comes down, you then could go ahead and compress it together. At this point, you will take the plier and you will continue to compress it all the way. The reason not to press it while it's on the up position is because if you do, you could get a little bit of a bump underneath. And that bump will just make it look such as like a waterfall. So we're gonna do one more. We're gonna do it right here. We're gonna put it right in the center of the other one. Okay, we're ready to put the second one. We're gonna look underneath, and the second one is gonna go right in the middle. We're gonna take a single one. Again, apply it almost to the skin, to the scalp. Gently press it and drag it away about 1/4 of an inch. If you don't do it this way, you might get little fuzzies in there. At this point, take it, flip it over, and enough hair should be sticking to it. But if not, you could add a little bit. If too much hair is sticking to it, you could deduct a little bit. At this point, you'll proceed to take another single-sided tape. You place it right over neatly. Again, please don't squeeze it because then you may get a little waterfall out of it. Bring it down. If it's not laying flat, it's not a problem because now when you press it and tighten it, it'll lay nice and smooth. Once you have done that, proceed to squeeze it with your plier. You now secure it. And these are good for 6 to 8 weeks. In 6 to 8 weeks, the client is going to come back, remove them, and replace them. Of course, retape them. We have double-sided tip as well as the single-sided tip. To remove them, it's very simple. I have a few on the side here that were installed previously. So let's go ahead and remove those. How do you remove it? It's very, very simple. When your client comes to you, the extensions are probably hanging about that low. Maybe a little less, maybe a little more. Hopefully, a little less. At this time, different people use different stuff. Chemicals here, chemicals there. The problem is you want to avoid any oils. Any oils that come in contact with these tabs with these wefts, the new tape is not going to stick to it. So what we recommend is that we use 99% alcohol. It's the only thing that I recommend. 99% alcohol will easily remove them, and there's no oil in it. Therefore, I can retape them without spending an hour cleaning them. All you have to do is put a little bit of alcohol right on top. Lift it a little bit. As soon as it lifts a little bit, you put another little drop of alcohol inside, and they come right out. Once they come out, you inspect the hair. Should be nice and clean. Should there be any residue, any type of glue, any residue, you can use the removal from the keratin bond. To remove keratin bond extensions, we use this product. It's in a blue bottle here. You put a few drops of this. This is specially made to remove just about anything. It does contain acetone, so wear gloves. It is not pure acetone, so please don't use pure acetone. This has citric oils and protection for the hair. Use it only to remove it. At this point, send the client to your assistant to have the hair clarified, blow dry it, and while the assistant clarifies the hair, you can retip the extensions. Very simple. You tag them, you remove the tape, it should come off pretty easily. Don't need no chemicals. Take new tape. Place it right on top. Secure it correctly. And now you're ready to remove the top and start installing it again. It's just that simple. I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.